Hi everyone. I thought I'd go ahead and film this because I had made a couple before. That was a while back. These are the bud vases that hold bud flowers, and I had made extra resin, and I was going to fill these with some flowers that I had dried and some that I had purchased. So quickly, I'm just going to put a little resin in the bottom. Yeah, I will link these molds for you. Maybe I should do one at a time. Let's just do one at a time and see how that's going to work, because knowing me, I'm not quite sure. So let's do that. Grab my flowers that I had picked some possibilities out here. Pick some possibilities and see where I can go with it. I said I wasn't going to film it because you'd already seen me do this once, but we're going to do it again. And you know what? I'm taking at least one glove off. And I could get those little finger, what do they call them? Finger condoms? I have a couple. We'll see how that works. Oh, the stomach is gurgling. I don't know how to use these. They want to wrap one way and then the other, and I think that's backwards. So, oh my goodness. No, that's not happening. Okay, that's not happening. So what I want to do is dip some flowers in the resin and then set them in. Set that aside. First things first is I want to put a little gravel at the bottom, but in order to save the gravel from moving, I've got some reindeer moss here. I thought, well, this might add a little something. The color scheme I chose for the flowers are mauves and pinks and a little purple. So I just want to set, probably could get scissors. Just want to set a little ground down here, a little barricade, so the rocks don't move around too badly. And that's probably too much. Let's save that. And get a little stick so I can move things around. Oh, I didn't dip that. That was a whole plan. Well, I'm not dipping the rocks either, so. This I got from Michael's. They have botanical spring prints. Reindeer moss. Moss of caribou. So, I'm going to have to get some more aquarium rock. I'm running low. I just want to put a little bit down here, the front, look like a little ground. So, and like I said, this might keep them. Well, they're not going to move anyway. Oh, one wanted to. Oh, now look at me. Okay, gosh. Get in there. Stay put. Okay. Little gravel. I want to put a few ground florals down. Like that would be close to the ground. So, oh, look at these. I dried some of my Johnny Jump Ups this year. Oh, aren't they cute? Oh, I love them. They're everywhere. The sad thing is that they get so scraggly towards the end of, you know, June, and you have to pick them and pull them. But they come back. They're hardy little buggers.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time.
Now, oh, I am messy. Get the other glue on because I'm gonna have to clean up my mess anyway. And oh gosh, they're wet inside because they're sweaty. Yikes! Come on. How to wrestle a glove when your hands are wet. Oh, come on. Look at this. Jeepers. All right, we're cutting it out. All right, I'm just going to pour. I'm going to pour. And then, oh, I need to add more sand and moss. Well, we'll have to pour again, it looks like, which is okay. I just didn't want to waste this. That's for sure. Pretty cool, eh? I'm gonna have to clean my utensils, and this bugger wants to keep popping up. I want to add a little glitter. What's that? Oh, that's the leaf. Yeah, who knows what this will look like. We're guesstimating it. My little wasp nest doesn't want to go down. I have another one. The stems are in the way. That's why. I'm gonna put a few more pebbles there. Oh gosh, I can't get these on. Everything I touch is gonna have resin on it. It's all right. This glove really helped, didn't it? Okay. Boy, oh boy. Still can't get it on. How can you work with something like this going for you? All right, just scrape this out. Okay, everybody, I will make some more resin up, work on the second one, and I'm going to add a little glitter. Well, you can stay tuned if you want to see. See that? I've got to take this glove off to do it. So I'm just going to clean up my mess, and we'll call it good. And we'll see you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I hope you're all well today. This is Billie Holman Creations. Thank you for joining me. Today I just want to pour a top coat on these two bud bases that I started several days ago, and then I'm going to go on to making some bookmarks with you. So if you will bear tight with me, I'm going to just do a top coat of white on this. And I've mixed up 200 milligrams of my Amazing Clear Cast. I added my white shimmer from Just For You Online UK, a few drops of white pinata, and about 8 drops of my casting craft. So I've tried to make this as opaque as I can. I'm just going to do a quick pour and we'll go on to the bookmarkers. There is a video, it was one of my sweepstakes videos where I made the two bud bases, and they turned out so pretty. So the other night I thought, well, I'll just get started on a couple of more. That's not a sentence, a couple more. That flower bud's gonna stick up, but we'll fill it as high as we can. So there's one. Let me turn this around so don't stick my knuckles in it. And we'll go for this one. Trying to think of what I had in here. I had dried some Lazy Susans. I've got some pebbles in there, some reindeer moss, glitter, some dried flowers that I had, some silk green leaves that I had prepared with stiffening, what is it? Stiffening some stiffening liquid. Plaid stiffening, I think it is. And I think that's about it. Oh, and some, I think there's some lilies of the valley in here. I knew I'd have a few things sticking up, but I don't mind. This is the back, and that is as full as we're getting. Okay, so I'm going to stick this aside. I'll check for bubbles in a minute, but let me get to what we're going to work on. Because I ran and dug through some more molds, and I have the coffin mold. I can't remember if that's Let's Resin or IntoResin. I will double check for you. But I am going to make some black now. With a little bit of this white. So let's just pour some of this in here. A little casting craft, my black. And let's do a little bit of a marble on this coffin. I was going to look at my temporary tattoos, but I really don't think I have the time to mess with those. If I put one on, it'll have to be underneath a top coat of clear. So let's stir this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm thinking, since the white has a lot of casting craft, now the black has, well, it all has casting craft in it. We put the white in, and then we'll mix up the black and silver. Let's just do that. Can you see here? Hi everyone. I just wanted to show you something real quick that I started the other day because I had extra resin. So I went ahead and I poured in my little jar mold here from Let's Resin, and I have a brown color here, and that was a soap, one of the soap dyes, light brown from the soap shop, and that is in my Amazon shop. So I was going to do a little steampunk here. I also had poured a little pendant or round or foam grip mold, and I thought, well, I'm going to turn this into a little bit of steampunk. So while I have you here, I'm just simply going to do a top coat on this. I thought about adding something else, but I do need to make a drill hole for a possible pendant. So that's what that may be. So I wanted to save space for that. Might have a few little screws that I can put on there. I don't know if you can see that. I'll move that out of the way for now. So I just wanted to top this off. I just made up a little resin to try to finish these up today. I've got a lot of small projects I need to finish up. I might have to get them situated to where I can just do one video and finish the little things I've started. Ooh, and I don't think I put, I forgot contact paper on the back. Oh well. I guess if it goes over, it goes over. That's what I meant to do. But I think I did okay. Let me get my little, whoops. Need a little more in that hole there. A few little gaps. Gosh, I thought I put paper on it. Heck, I might have. I can't remember one thing from the next anymore. So, could have done. Just fill those little pieces right there. Okay, and I might see a little lint. I need to get a stronger flashlight. This is so full of resin, and I've tried to scratch it off, but it's just not doing its job anymore. Oh, come on, turn on, thank you. That looks good. There's what that is, a little fleck or just a, there we go, spot I missed. So gently move that out of the way. And the jar, I wouldn't mind doing it in layers because I want to be able to place things in without them just leaning over or falling in, and then eventually just all be consolidated down in the middle here. So first of all, let's just use up the resin I have. That'll be a good start. Wipe this off. That should be a good start. And I could zap my little bubbles. There's a few little bubbles in here, so let me just give it a, oh, let's try this. If I don't burn my cup. I forgot I had this. There, that was quick. I'm gonna burn the place down, so let me go ahead and just, it's clear, so it doesn't matter if I get on the top, which will be the bottom. Just get some of that in there. And the next time I pour, I can go ahead and use this up, or use what's left in this mold and finish it. I'm not in a big hurry. I stick back again here. Just use that up. That's a good start. Okay, done. I hate to throw that away, but it's probably about time I threw this stick away. It's been around the block a time or two. All right, let me just give this a little squishy squish. And I just randomly, well, it's time to get the gloves off, I think. And I hope you've watched some of my other steampunk projects. I really do love that style. And goodness sakes, I know I have a bunch of parts left where I can do more projects as we go along. So let's grab tweezers. I just grabbed some pieces here. Now, the majority of these are purchased on Amazon. So if you go into my Amazon storefront, you'll see where I've listed all these cogs. And I'm just gonna slide them in. And they're gonna tilt back, but that's okay. And I've got something on there. Let me get my little knife and get that tape. There we go. Get that off. So I just wanted to go in somewhat of a circle here. Get these cogs in. Set them down. And they will be visible. And let's get this little one here. Now, where was I? I'm gonna have to turn this a minute and see where I am. Okay, I'm gonna slide that one in right there. Down. And then, of course, steampunk always has a clock. Now this one is an old watch, and I wasn't able to get the back off, and usually I pop the backs out, but I went ahead and I used some Loctite glue and went all the way around the perimeter here, and I'm hoping resin will not seep into the face. And I'm going to slide this down right in there. Oh, do I have it right side up? I guess I do. Guess we don't know. And might have to look and see. Can't see through the mold if I have a cog there, and I do not, or a gear, whatever you want to call it. Set that in there, down. Okay. Now, like I said, if you watched before, you know I save, move that out of the way, every little thing because I love taking things apart. So now that the cogs are in, and I think they're evenly spaced, I'm just gonna see what else I can slide in here. And not a lot because I don't want them just to pile up. So in between, we'll put a screw, and springs are always good. You know, I take pens apart if they're dry. I take the springs out, and the tips of the pens, usually they're metal. Like for instance, oh, come on, I have one right here. This pen here, I've saved these before, and they're great for the tops of earrings. If you're doing seed beads, you know, the little cluster where they just dangle down. Strings of seed beads works great for that too. So, okay, the spring is in there. What else can we? Let's see, this is a key, computer key, or a adding machine key. That's what that is. Will that fit? Yes, that'll fit right. Whoops, it flipped on me. Turn that right side up. Okay, did that. And let's see, what else is small? Here's a piece of a, that's a piece of a watch. We'll slide that in this side. There you go. Turn it a little more. There's the spring, the watch. Don't think I got anything in there. What can I put in there? Maybe the screw went in there. I'm not sure what this is. It's just a, well, it's not bronze. I'd like to have bronze. Oh, this is a spring that goes to my Dremel machine, and I can't remember what that's called, but it keeps the bugger running. And I don't know that I put something in there. We'll just squeeze that in. Have it sitting there. Okay, for the time being, we're going to let those set up. I could have put something. I wonder if I should put something to hold those cogs straight up. You know, I could put a screw behind them, but then you'll see that on the inside. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it. So that's a little bit of this project. And the next layer, I'll come back to it and add more pieces. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, everyone. I hope you're well today. Let's do some unmolding. So we'll just start right in. Let's start with this little coffin that we did with the extra resin. And this is a new pour for me. And I'm hoping we have a marble effect. And I've got a lot of overage. Oh, look at that. Oh, darn. I did miss them. I missed those holes right there. Well, I will maybe put some UV resin on there and fix that. Well, that's a bummer, but anyway, I do like how the top turned out. Let's see how the bottom turned out. I see people are getting ready for Halloween. I guess it's about that time. A little early, I would say, but ooh, this is cool. I like that. Come on. Oh, that turned out nice. Look at the sides. I'll have to find a tattoo. Oh, when I put a tattoo on, then I can flood coat that and fill those holes. But that's pretty. A nice little container. So that will be a project to finish. But at least it's demolded. And I can't wait to see these. These are what I'm anxious about. This one's upside down. Okay. Let's see how these turned out. Ooh. I like the shape. Oh, look at the sides. There's the rocks, the flowers. Oh, this is pretty. Wow. Look at that. Edges are nice and clean. I don't see any bubbles, really. A little bit of glitter. It came through. No, that looks really nice. Really nice. You can pop this out. Should come out pretty easily. And then we put the tubes inside to hold the buds. Now that's pretty. That's very pretty. I like that. There's a bleeding heart. The dried forget-me-nots. Oh, like that. Like that very much. Let's try this one. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. You can see the bleeding hearts really nicely. There's some glitter. The black-eyed Susans. Oh, and the side's full. Really nice. There's a little bit of the rainbow, reindeer moss. Oh, I've got a little bubble spot right here. It's open. We'll have to fix that. But I would say these are quite pretty. A little alcohol. Where's my alcohol? There we go. Very pretty. And once again, the tube slides right in. I like that one too. Oh, they're very nice. Hi everyone. Welcome back. It's good to see you again today. I'm just going to finish up a few little projects that I had started. And first one being this lovely bud vase. And when I demolded the other day, remember I found a hole right there and a few tiny holes. And I think what I'm going to do is just take my UV resin and my UV lamp, and I'm just going to fill those holes real quick with a little bit, and then we can call this one finished. So I'm just going to put a little UV resin in this little tiny cup here, because I don't want to just pour it out in there, because knowing me, I'd get it everywhere. So quickly, I know there's a good hole right here. Let me just put a little dab in here with those little tiny micro brushes. They are just great. So I don't want to have it running everywhere. Here's another little hole here. Whoops, I got a little too much on that one. Oh, where's my other glove? I just put a glove on and a finger fell off of it. So I better put another one on real quick. Whoops, pardon me. All right, I think that'll hold a little more. there and there. Let's get those two done. I'm going to put my brush aside and my resin way over there so I don't... Boy, that hole must be deep, actually, because just set a minute and more. It drops a little lower. Let's just do one more little dab in that. Okay. And I did get this UV lamp off of Amazon, and it only goes to 60 seconds at a time. So let me just give that a little light. And like I said, I hope you're well today. I had a busy weekend. Today is Tuesday. This weekend, my back was just throbbing, I'll tell you. I cannot ride in a pickup truck, it seems. I go with my bass player, Mark, and it's almost a 3-hour drive-in. Whew, by the time I got there, I was hurting a little bit. I'll have to tell you that story one day, where I almost drowned in the river down there and broke my back. But I'm doing okay. I just have to watch myself, you know, and like I said, I'm 66 years old now, so the only thing that frustrates me is when I was, how many years ago? That was in 2015, so 7 years ago I was doing great. Then that happened. Anyway, like I said, I do okay, and I'm keeping busy and doing the best I can. So I hope everyone's good. I'm doing laundry and chores today, and I just wanted to finish these little projects before I start something new. I hope you enjoyed my antler cross video. I'm glad those are finished. They turned out really pretty. And like I said, trying to get ready for this show in September. I don't know that I'll take any of my resin pieces because you have to be juried in, you know, where they have to see pictures of what you do and your booth and all that. And I didn't mention the resin. It was all my antler work. I'm looking forward to that. And I think we're good. It is an obvious little hole. Gosh, I wonder if I should put a little more. It's sunk a little. Oh, I almost spilled my little cup. Let me just do one more little dab and make sure that's gonna be good. I just don't want that to be, you know, a problem. So we'll make sure. I think if the little overflow, I can just take my blade and peel that off real quick. So let's give it another 60 here. I'm going to look into one of those flashlight styles of UV lights instead of having to pull this one out. But we'll see. Back to watching the budget. You know how that goes. But anyway, these bud vases, I want to make some more. They sure are pretty, and I did dry a bunch of beautiful flowers so far this summer. I did some roses, but I need to have some deeper molds. I did see some really pretty bookend molds that I know people are putting flowers in, and I thought, well, that would be perfect. You know, it's not something new or something I've dreamt up by any means. I've seen it done, and I just love to watch other resin artists do what they do. They turn out so pretty. And I'd like to give a shout out to Billie Crazy Creations. My friend, or my new friend, Miss Frances, has started her own channel. And Miss Wanda, I watch her. She comes out with some nice ideas and beautiful things. Miss Annette, thank you for all your wonderful comments. And Miss Julie, I still have to get cracking on the other molds that I had purchased from you. They're just lovely. And anyway, thank you to everyone who leaves their comments and likes, because I do appreciate it so much. You make me feel really good about what I'm trying to do. So with that, I think our 60 seconds is about up, and I'll be done rambling. But we'll fix that other hole, and then we'll go on to something else. There. Call that good. Now this one here on the side, I don't know if you can see very well, but that's the flower is showing right there. So that definitely needs to be fixed. And I'm hoping I can find the video that I took when I started this particular project here, and I can't see. My lighting is not good or something today. Oh, I'm wearing my other glasses. I broke my good glasses. Now I'm wearing my pretty Social Security glasses. That's what I call them. Boy, you don't get much to choose from when you have to get those. That's okay. Oh, I was gonna say, I think it was Miss Francis that is looking at the laser surgery on her eyes. I had that done 2 years ago, and I'll tell you, it's a blessing. I think I'm blurry. There we go. It's amazing how quick that surgery is. It's scary. Of course it's scary because they're dealing with your eyes, but I had them both done, and I'm so glad I did. So anyone having to look into getting that procedure done, do it. I can just say, I went to the Eye Institute in Boise, Idaho, where that's pretty much all they do, and just grateful I can see again, although I need glasses. I keep getting closer. You're not seeing what I'm doing. I do need glasses for up close now, but I can see for miles, and I'm not legally blind driving anymore. When my doctor told me that, I thought, oh my gosh, I knew I couldn't see well, but I didn't realize it was that bad. All right. Oh, this one here. Little one right there. So, Miss Francis, don't be afraid. Do it. It's just amazing what they're able to do. Okay. Now, let me get the lamp on that. Move this aside. I said I might have to buff that down a little bit, but I'm not worried. I just want to get this done. And we'll just give it a quick hold here. I'm not well versed in UV resin. And what I have is what I picked up at Michael's. But when this bottle's gone, I'm definitely going to get some better quality UV resin. Sorry, Michael's, but I'm going to get something different. I've tried this a few times and it's tacky. And it takes a bit to try to, cure that and get rid of the tackiness, but I think this will work. So bear with me. Oh my God, do I see another hole? No, it's just a reflection. But yes, you must be sure to make sure your bubbles are popped. And your resin is dispersed, completely in your molds. I'm learning everything about resin. Every day I learn something new, but I sure do enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. So, if you're new to my channel and just watching, I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family, hit the like and subscribe button, and you'll be notified as to when I put up a new video. I'm, let's see, I started resining a year ago, but I do carving with elk antlers and other things. But I've got, oh, so many projects I want to share with you. It's just a matter of time and getting it done. Yeah, there we go. Do I dare touch it? Ugh, I'm afraid to touch it. Let me look again. Oh, that is a hole. Gee. No. Let me put this under the light. I have to look real quick and see if that really is. It is. It's a hole. It's very shallow. It's right there. Oh, God. Oh, I did that one already. Okay, it's just that one, and I think we're good. I don't want to bore you with this, so where'd it go now? Okay, right here. Feel free to go forward on the video. What do you call that? Fast forward. I thought I lost words for a moment. Okay. With that, give it a little light. So I'm doing 60 seconds twice is what I'm doing. And hopefully that will be just what I need. And we'll call it good. Yeah. We'll fast forward through this so you don't have to watch me just hold this lamp for 2 minutes. Let's see, what else is new? I tried to clean up my space a little bit last week. I still have it cluttered, but it's rather organized. Okay. Now I'm just going to set this aside, prop the lamp on, and we're going to go into something else. If I can. I'm sure I can just do it. I'm leaning it on my heat gun over here, putting the lamp on top, and we're going to go another 60. Okay, calling that done. Now, what else is on the agenda? The little coffin I did. I was in a hurry and I put a tattoo on without you, so I apologize. I've got a rose temporary tattoo on there. On the top, I taped the back because I'm just going to do a flood coat on top. The marble effect on the other one turned out really, really pretty. So that will be the next thing we do. And my, I'm going to finish this jar, the steampunk jar. I've got 2 layers. Now I just need to put another clear layer in, add a few more little tiny things, and that should be ready to go. This little pendant, I hadn't drilled a hole yet, but I top coated it and it's really pretty. This is a bronze or a brown soap dye pigment that I got from the soap store on Amazon, or the soap shop on Amazon. Anyway, I'm going to mix up some resin real quick. We're not going to need a lot. Finish these items, and then, off to something new. So I'll be right back. Okay, I believe I'm set to go. Move these out of the way. I just mixed up 2 ounces of Amazing Clear Cast, and my nose was itching like a bugger under my ventilator. Please be sure to use your PPE equipment when you use resin. I do use mine when I mix, so it's very important. Now, I don't know if I reminded you of these little holes that were big bubbles actually on this lid. So aside from sealing in the tattoo, I want to make sure those are covered. So let me I'm just going to get a spoon, I think, a little plastic spoon. My resin is very bubbly. It's hot outside, but you know, the air conditioner keeps this room pretty cool. Although I'm at that age where I'm hot all the time. Can't get away from it. So let me just smear a little here. Just get a little tiny bit more. Don't want to overdo. And I'll pull it to the edges. And where is my handy dandy little silicone tool? We'll just bring this down to the sides. They sure make pretty tattoos, I must say. Oh, maybe I have too much. We're going all over. I might have too much. I might have to try to salvage some of that. Goodness sakes, Billy. Well, let's just spread. I remember when I was a teenager, my friends went to get a tattoo, and I was going to get this cute little butterfly, and that didn't happen. I got very scared. Didn't get it done back then, but I do have a really pretty tattoo on my ankle with my children's names on there with little forget-me-nots. So that's about the extent of it. I could just use my temporary tattoos if I wanted to, I suppose. Oh, I went a little hog wild on that. We're gonna have some runoff here. Let me get my flashlight. That's what I meant to do, was dig out another flashlight. Because this one's not as bright as it used to be. Just go around the, there's a good hole there I missed. Just a little bit of tape. Just gonna hold that in place, I'm hoping. And we're gonna have some drips. Oh, and there's a piece of fuzz, of course. It's obviously from one of my little critters. I love my cats. Oh, earlier this summer I was on my way to a music job, and I had to run into Michael's. You know, you always have to run into Michael's, but I ran in there, and as I was leaving the parking lot, I saw puppies. Oh my goodness, they were selling purebred Weimaraner pups. And it's been 2 years ago that I had to let my beautiful Weimaraner Sadie Mae go. She was 13. What a wonderful dog. Yeah, her heart was failing. But I didn't. I called my husband. I said, oh, please come down and look at these puppies. It was my birthday that day, actually, so it was in May. It was my birthday. I thought, oh my gosh, I could just go buy myself a new birthday present. Anyway, he kind of talked me out of it, so we didn't get one. I do miss having a dog, though. I saw some beautiful pyramids people are making now in remembrance of their fur babies. And the pyramids, you know, the pyramids have their collars and tags and photographs. Maybe I'll do that one day. I don't have her. Oh, I have her collar and tags, but I don't have a pyramid mid. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm just gonna fuss for nothing. Okay, I could, turn off. Let's get to the fun one. All right, so I'm about up 2/3 of the way, and I did do a layer of the gears and wheels, and there's a clock and whatnot. So, oh, I see a bubble in there. I wonder if I can poke it. See, it's a hard bubble already. Let me get my X-Acto, and I'm just gonna reach in there. See if okay, good, I popped it. That way my new layer should fill those in. Let's look, see if there's any more. Oh, yes, one more. But I can see on the outside. Okay, now let's pour some in before this resin goes to a fast cure. I'm not going to put a lot in, but I did it in layers, so you know the items I put in wouldn't just fall towards the top and look like a traffic jam. So let me get a little in here. Bear with me, I'm going to get the heat done real fast. See, I'm not used to these glasses at all. My husband had an eye appointment today, so he took my glasses with him to fix the earpiece because I broke it. And the nose piece has wire scratching, so that's why I'm wearing these. And all right, leave that alone. Don't fiddle. How deep did I get? Not very. So that's more. Can you see this one? Okay. All right, I am gonna have extra resin, I think. So here we go. Remember my tray, my little goodies here. These are the small bits and pieces, so I'm just gonna grab a handful. We're just gonna start dropping them in. Let's see, I don't think that'll work good. That's a square. Look at, that's a, put a number 3 there. Springs. Springs are fun. Screws, if that one will fit. Get a screw in there. These are little, I don't know, components. Don't want too much blue in there. There's a bolt, a couple of washers. Yeah, I just put everything in. Some of these are metal, some of them are rubber. We're just gonna go, there's a watch battery, an old one. We'll throw that in there. Get in there. Just go down the sides. Fill this up. That looks too big. I don't know what that is. Piece of metal. Some more screws. Oh, you know, call me crazy. You're welcome to. I don't have an issue with that, but it just fascinates me to take things apart. Just get the screwdrivers out and just start taking things apart. And geez, it's pretty interesting as to what you might find inside of something. I remember doing that as a child, though. Taking things apart. I have a big bubble back here. Just taking things apart, seeing how they work. So, what's that? A piece of a watch, wristband. Anything bronze works great for steampunking. And I don't know where I'm at yet. I'm just gonna fill it up. I don't want those blue things. That might poke my mold. You don't want to have anything that'll poke your mold. That wouldn't be good. Screws will work, but if you go sideways, smallest little screws. Okay, what else? Let's grab another towel, see what's in this That's a piece of wire, don't want that. I don't know what that is, but it's got a pointy thing. Here's a little disc of some kind. We'll throw that in there. Oh, huh. That's too big for sure. That, no. Put that on the bottom. I should cut some of these wires off of here. I'm afraid if I get too carried away, it'll do the same thing as that I didn't want done. Oh, look at this little screw. See, things like that just fascinate me. Can you believe it? It's like, oh, she's out there. She is way out there. Here's a sanding disc. Oh, I should have dipped that. I'm going to dip that a little bit. Put it back on. All right, I think I've got enough little things in there. Hopefully they flow a little bit. And we're just going to fill it up. Put that down. And like I said, I don't know that I have enough resin, but maybe just enough. So the bottom portion of this jar is going to be clear. I can't see the edge. Okay, we're at the edge. I just, I think we're at the edge. I can do a little more. I might have should have put some color on the bottom, but that's all right. I'm not gonna. Too late now. But I see quite a few bubbles. And it is right to the rim. So I'm gonna give a little, as Steve McDonald says, a little squidgy widgy. Look at them bubbles come up. There's micro bubbles in there too, darn it. But I'm going to keep an eye on this. Ooh. Come on, you. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Toil and trouble. Better get some Halloween ideas going soon. Put that in there. And, all right. So I will leave you with this, my friends, and we can demold tomorrow. And we'll have a little trinket cup and a pretty little jar. So have a great day. Thank you, everybody. Take good care of yourselves until next time. All right. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Let's finish up these few little projects here that I had going. First of all, I want to show you, I do need to add a little more UV resin to this spot right here. It made a divot. It's not even across the top, so I'm going to have to go ahead and fix that a little better than it is. And let's do the little coffin top here. The top coat turned out nice. I was able to fill those holes. So all I need to do really is remove this tape and see what the edges look like. Well, we can see. There it is. I covered it completely. The tattoo is set. Just gonna file around the edges. I need to order some more of these. These are handy, aren't they? Or I'm sure I can find them at the dollar store if I ever get there. Try to stay away from those places. And there it is. Cute little coffin gift box. I like how the marble turned out. That's really, really nice. Okay, now I'm excited. I had a little bit of extra resin. So what I can't wait to show you is I did peek. I did a little carp. Oh my God, look at this. I did a steampunk carp. He's got screws and a few little washers. He's clear, but you can still see some of the mechanisms here. I just love this mold. I just absolutely love this mold. Okay. And I thought maybe that little fish can be placed on the top of my jar. And I would like to get more of these molds just because I like to make more than one at a time. I think they're so cute. There's our lid. And you see, I could put my little fish on the lid. Now, if I can get this loose, because I went right to the top. So I know I'm going to have to dig in, find a loose spot. Here's one. Don't want to ruin my mold, but I got carried away. I'm excited about this one. Okay. If I can get one little opening there, I'm going to spritz a little alcohol in here. Around. This helps. I was told baby oil will also help get your resin out of the molds. But I'm excited about this. I just think it's going to be adorable. Alrighty. Come on, baby. Peel down, peel down. Oh, look at that, how cute. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. And my clock is upside down. Darn. It's okay. That's okay. I like this brown color of the pigment. Oh, look at, here we go. Is that focusing? We've got our cogs, our upside down clock. Nothing sticking out. Bubbles aren't too bad, actually. And then we'll screw our little lid on. Adorable, isn't it? Oh, I love it. So the time is, let's see, 4:15 on the other side of the world, we'll say. But I like how that turned out. All right, everyone, thank you for joining me in this little finishing up project. I'm gonna touch them up, do a little trimming, take a photo, and please join me for the next video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing, but we'll figure out something. So until then, thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing, your likes and your comments. You can check out my description box. It will show you my Amazon shop and some of my discount codes for Let's Resin, IntoResin, JDiction, and well, here they are, the pretty little bud vases. I thought they turned out really, really pretty up close. Got my violets in the back, but there's the stone and the mauve and pink flowers. Very pretty. I'm sure happy with these. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.